Greetings, folks. Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill here with a weather forecast update, and I first want to talk a little bit more about the drought. First of all, the new river at Thurmond. Right now, the flow rate is 1,390 cubic feet per second, and it has dropped off since the early part of the month. The average rate is 3,920, definitely below that. That should be a comma, not a period. The lowest for the date was during the drought of 2002. It was down to 924 cubic feet per second, so we're not too far off the mark. We desperately need the rain. Unfortunately, the humidity is low. We've had humidity 20 to 30%, and we are getting word that there was a brush fire near Shady Spring Elementary on Route 19 a little bit ago. We don't have any more details, but there was a brush fire in Raleigh County. Temperatures upper 70s. The winds are gusting out of the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and our rainfall deficit for the month is almost up to 1 inch. All right, folks, so going forward, we have high pressure in place, and that's going to stay with us all the way through the early part of the weekend. Our Hurricane Francine making landfall on the Gulf Coast, rainfall having a tough time moving north because of the sprawling high pressure. We have temperatures in the 80s across most of the central United States. Our temperatures tonight aren't going to be as cold as earlier in the week. We'll have clear skies, and we'll be down to 50 degrees, so you don't have to really bundle up as you go to school or work in the morning. Tomorrow's high, just a few degrees cooler than today, 80, but the winds will be more gusty out of the southeast at 30 miles an hour. So our ARH, more for Appalachia aches and pains forecast, shows that we have high pressure until we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. It does drop off a little bit, and that's because we're going to see Francine continue to move north here into the Mississippi Valley, but what's going to happen is the high pressure is going to block it. So some of the part of the energy, I should say, is going to break off onto the southeast coast and form another low pressure. But this blocking high to the north is going to keep most of that rain to the south of us across the Carolinas, you can see as we go through Monday and Tuesday. Now, a different scenario for us. This was back during Hurricane Hugo in late September of 1989. So this go around, we have a low pressure developing in the Carolinas where Hugo was, but we have a blocking high to the north. When Hugo made landfall, the high was to the east, and with high pressure, winds go clockwise, so that steered the storm up into our region. We had about an inch of rain from Hugo. The blocking high, unfortunately, this time around is going to keep much of that rain with whatever develops, if it's a low pressure or a tropical system, to our south. So we have the fire hazard because of the low relative humidity, the drought, and of course the gusty winds all the way through Sunday. We finally have a chance for a couple of showers, though, once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday's temperatures drop back into the 70s. All right, folks, have a good evening.